Hi guys, I'm back for another video. In this one, I just want to kind of explain in my own opinion what the butterfly effect is all about, and this is also kind of directed towards all my APB friends, APB Reloaded and stuff, because there's a lot of people on this game that don't know anything about it, and it kind of pertains to me because I wouldn't choose a character name such as Butterfly Effect for no reason. But it also could pertain to you, so just bear with me. So, the butterfly effect, in my opinion, it really comes down to, say, for example, you choose one day to eat a sandwich. You don't know how good or bad the sandwich is going to taste. You take a bite, you finish the whole thing, and then a few hours later after getting home, you end up with a stomach ache. And you had no idea that this was going to happen. No idea whatsoever. So you just think to yourself, what was wrong with the sandwich? What went on? What's going on? You know? And then you're like, oh, there definitely must have been something wrong with the sandwich. It could have the bread could have been moldy. The ingredients could have been 1 or 2 days over expired. Before we get any more off topic, in summary, the example is to show that you could have chosen not to eat that sandwich. You could have chosen to eat something else and have a different result. The butterfly effect really means that everything you do, every choice you make, greatly has an impact. No matter how big or small the decision that you make, it could be anything, even to the most minute detail, from a sandwich you eat one day to you deciding to drop out of school. Everything in life is connected. There is nothing that happens for no reason, and I always will choose to believe that. Things, bad things happen to us all the time, and unfortunately that's just how life is. But I truly believe that those bad things are here in this world to teach us the most valuable lessons. Say if someone, yeah, you were a relationship partner with for like 6, 7 months, decides out of nowhere that they cheat on you, and you don't accept that. You end things right then and there. The person that cheated later on can regret it, or they won't. But it's more often than not that they will. And that person could have chosen not to cheat and instead talk to their partner about what is going on with them. Does their relationship partner need to give them more attention or more fun in the relationship in order for them not to cheat? Every decision or choice greatly impacts yourself or others around you later on after making that said decision or choice. Think, if you ever seen a butterfly, if any of you have ever seen a butterfly in person, think of its wings. Its wings have these little itty bitty tiny weaves of lines going through the wings, and each one is all jagged, just like the veins in our body. They're all jagged, but eventually they're all connected. And that's the same way on how choices and decisions are treated. Now, as to how this uh, impacts me and how it revolves around me, I've made a ton of decisions in my life that I wish I could take back. But just like anyone else that wishes the same, it's never going to change. And we spend our whole lives reflecting on our decisions, trying to learn from them, trying to become better. I feel that me personally, I've spent more time reflecting on my past than the average middle-aged adult. And I've been trying to get better. I've been trying to hang in there because I have goals for myself. I have these really awesome life goals that I have set for myself, and I know I will achieve them someday. As to how this can impact the rest of you, before you decide something, no matter what it is, it doesn't hurt to think about what way it can impact you. There's always two sides of a coin, always two good or bad things that can happen out of the choice or decision that you make. And not just that, but sometimes even our lives are defined by the choices that we make. So, if you're somebody that chose to be a dropout of school, you're like, I'm done with school. I can't take this no more. Yada yada yada. You're out of the school. You're done. Your chances are your family probably doesn't like you as much anymore, or they, even worse, they could have thrown you out onto the street. And then there's that moment when you're just like, what am I gonna do now? I'll say this again. Every decision or choice you make is greatly impacted later on. So, we can't always make the right choices. And the reason for that is each individual on this earth will always make a decision based upon what they feel is right. Now, right can be bended. And I say that because what one person thinks that they feel is right could be a totally different from what another feels is right. And it's very important to remember that. The butterfly effect is just simply all about the impact that happens after a choice has been made. My last and final words I have to say to everyone is, do your best to make the right choices. And whatever you think is right and someone tells you that it could be wrong, hear them out. Ask them what's wrong about it. And then question yourself, is what I'm doing or is the choice that I'm making a good one? It never hurts to reflect on your past, the decisions you've made, because we can all learn from them. I hope you all have an amazing day. I know this quarantine has been kicking everyone's butt to no end, but we will get through all of this together. I love you all, and I'll catch you on the flip side. See you later.